no gold is not enough.
Good evening everyone, Falboxer here and welcome back to my channel. Today, update 10.1 is out, and this update comes with 3 tanks and only one balance changes and and some goody improved graphics with these old tanks. So yeah, let's get into first tank. That will be a next tech tree line on this very soon. And now is the CS63, which is a tier 10 Polish medium tank. And when we got the first Polish medium tanks, it will comes with tier 7, which is CS52 list, that you can get from the highest damage when it comes to a birthday event. And then when it comes to the big boss event, you will win battles to get this tank, these coins. The coin which you have, you need to go to the store and get a new tank. So it's very unique for this premium tank. But let's get back to this guy, which is the upcoming tech tree line for Polish medium tanks. And yeah, and there is a fun fact for this tank. This tank features turbocharger for World of Tanks PC, and if you're turning on the turbocharger, you will get faster, but the accuracy will be worse. So yeah, and this tank in this game will have no turbocharger, which is really sad. And if this tank will have this kind of mechanic just like World of Tanks PC, that will be nice to see. But if this tank will have no mechanic, that's okay for that. Now let's get into this gun. It has good-ish accuracy with good DPM, and it has 8 degrees of gun depression. The turret, no armor whatsoever, but let's get right into it. Well, when it comes to this angle, when it comes to 8 degrees of gun depression, this will get some bounces, I think. I'm not sure. But the rest of his armor is very not good, because you have 60 millimeters and the turret has 70 millimeters. Expected gun medlet, which is only one, and you can bounce with it. But the rest of it is, everyone can penetrate it, so not good armor. But the mobility, 56 kilometers per hour, which is pretty nice. Average speed just 36 kilometers per hour, which is kind of good tank. But overall, for me, it's a very decent, because it has no armor, but it has pretty good-ish gun, because it has high DPM, and the penetration is not that well good. It's not good. 290 millimeter. It's not that well good, but hey, it's an overall decent tank. Now let's get into the second tank. That will be in the August Battle Pass, and it's an Outcast. And look at that! It comes from a Skoda PJS, which is, I hate this kind of design. But this kind of design, hey, it's another Retrotopia thing about, just like the, what is it called? Hey, what is it called? Hey, help me. Fearon. So, yeah, it's a kind of different thing, but hey, it looks pretty nice. But, yeah, I think it has some space armor with that. Yes, it has. The space armor. Yeah, kinda good. So, yeah, it's kind of, it's a Skoda PJS, but it's different. So yeah, it's a kind of different. So let's get right into it. Dispersion, not that well good. Aiming time, very horrible. DPM, kind of decent, good, decent, I think. Penetration, good, and a 7 degrees of gun depression as a cherry on top. The armor, let's get into the armor. So it's a kind of same thing as the regular Skoda PJS. This can be penetrated. This cannot be penetrated. This cannot be penetrated. Maybe it can penetrate it. I think yes, you can penetrate it right here. So, but this is issue, which I didn't talk about it. This kind of thing with my cursor, it can penetrate with HE. So I don't know if this can damage it with HE, but that will be very tricky with that. But I don't know how if this can be work or not. It is the issue, just like the regular Skoda PJS, and it's a kind of with that. But those are lights, yeah, just with some decorations there. Well, yeah, let's get into the mobility. 41 kilometers per hour, which is pretty good for this heavy tank. Power to weight ratio is not that good because it has average speed of 27 kilometers per hour. It's an alright tank. It has armor. The gun is ew, but it's a pretty decent tank right here. And now we got the last tank. We got the German one, and yeah, it's a Kampfpanzer 07RH. Look at that, buddy. Look at that, buddy, right here. Well, it has no armor whatsoever. It has actually no armor whatsoever, but let me check it. Hey, it actually has no armor. So it's a medium tank, and it has no armor. So, yeah. But let's see the gun right here. Dispersion, pretty good. Aiming time, pretty good. DPM, pretty good-ish. Penetration, good-ish. But it has a good gold shells, but yeah. And a 10 degrees of gun depression, which is very nice for hard down. But you are a paper tank, like you cannot bounce it anything. So yeah, mobility 60 kilometers per hour, which is pretty nice. So yeah, overall it has 36 kilometers per hour on the average speed. Overall, it has good gun, but it has no armor, and mobility is really good for that. I think this is pretty decently good. But it will be some buff. If Wargaming buff some armor, that would be very nice with that. So yeah. And now let's get into the news, what I take about some of these opinions right here. Oh yeah. There's a special mechanic description. I just forgot something. Like Sheridan missile. There is a mechanics there. Concealment in movement. All light tanks will have this kind of mechanic. So yeah. And there's just some information about ATGM that you guys veterans, when you're using when a Sheridan comes first time in the older updates. I don't remember what kind of update it is. Sheridan, well, if you're under the rock, Sheridan and T92E5 got the ATGM. And when it comes to update, which I don't know, the 7 or 8 point something, 8.5, I don't know, but I don't know. Wargaming decided to remove Sheridan and T92E1's ATGMs for good. and replacing with heat shells. But they decide to add ATGMs in this new Sheridan missile, and you need to get Sheridan missile that you need Sheridan, the normal tank, the tier 10 one, still stay in the garage after update. This kind of updated drops, and after this update drops, you will get the Sheridan missile for free. So yeah, there's the event for Sheridan missile when you have some victories and you get some rockets to get the Sheridan missile. And there's the upcoming event for Sheridan missile that I never know about it. I didn't know about it. Let's get back into this update right here. So yeah, there's a Phantom Crew for Tankenstein, double shot for Helsing that we already know about it, and continued movement, ATGM, yeah, triple shot for Annihilated that we already know about it, Werewolf Defense that we don't know about that. So yeah, it took, I don't know, yeah, there's only one balance changes. It's an 047, the tank that never talk about it, and he getting some love. So engine power got buffed, average damage has a little bit buffed, V range has been a little bit buffed, dispersion has a little bit buffed, and road crossing capacity has been buffed too. So yeah, so but it's still decent tank. It's a decent tank with DPM, that's it. There's a camouflage that is available now in the selection menu for Turbo, for WZ1 etc, etc. So yeah, there's a new legendary camos. That is kind of very interesting. Rocketer for M60, so it's kind of nice. He got the rockets. Jetjes for the TVP T5051. I have a crush on this camo. I like this kind of design. I don't just, I don't know, but this camo looks cool. Maestro for the Progetto 65, Snitcher for the, there's a Snitcher for the Vickers Light, Buclier for the AMX 5120, and the Aroma for the IS3. So yeah, where is it? This camo looks absolutely pretty cool, and Jetjes means chain. You know what chain is? This kind of chain. This is Jetjes. It is a chain, of course. Chain in Czech. I'm from Czech, so that's why I'm pronouncing pretty good. Yeah, Angela will say retes because he doesn't know about this kind of word, this kind of alphabet with the top of this crap. But hey, I like this camo so much, and there is a fun fact that has replacement for this gun. I don't know if there's another camo just like the FV215T215B Octopus that you can get 4 or 5 masteries in a month. I don't know, but there's a replacement right here for this gun. It's kind of very interesting, very interesting right here. Speaking of Jetjes, we're gonna take a close over look at improvements and bug fixes. Ladies and gentlemen, battle chat in this server, the EU server, has been enabled, but only in a team chat. We'll listen to players' requests, and the battle chat can now be enabled for all modes and types of battles in these settings and other. We're continuing to work on a new solution to free the chat of negative emotions and frustration. Therefore, the general chat and messages from players whose vehicles has been destroyed will still not be displayed. So yeah, WoTBlitz Gaming, but I think I don't even know about it. But last but not least, we're gonna have gravitizing in this update. They released the teaser of this mode. Gravitizing is the fun mode between Gravity Force and Uprising. And Gravity Uprising? Wait, what? Check out what happens when Uprising meets Gravity Force. Uprising characters in Double. Yeah, it's the same thing, but it's an Uprising but with low gravity. That's a kind of funny, but hey, heavy tanks will not have fun because he doesn't have a thruster ability like they're using light tanks, mediums, and tank destroyers. Yeah, Big said heavy tanks. Well, but we got burning guns right here, so yeah. And now let's get right into the tanks that got PBR means, and it means the graphics, new graphics improvements. First, we got a good old friend, T26E4 Super Pershing, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool tank right here. Second, we got the British one, the AT-15. Look at that, buddy. Oh, that's a pretty cool. Very, very nice. And the last but not least, if I can find a guy that is very broken. Where is it? I need to find Smasher. That's right. The Smasher. Yeah. The guy that is replaced with KV2. Yeah. But look at that! It's pretty cool. Very, very nice with his graphics. So yeah, that's it, guys. Like and subscribe. Tell something good in the comments, and goodbye.